Paul, and welcome to American Television News. Go ahead, friends and folks and family and everyone that's watching, hit the free like and that free subscribe button. It helps a lot. Our team really needs this, so please hit the like and free subscribe. Hi, we're about to talk about the three entities that benefits from your student loans and how to get out of student loan debt. But I want to show you some products. We have every video, we have 30 tag products, and here are some tag products today. Some are from Target and the others are from Benefit Cosmetic. Oh, young people, this is so wonderful. Yes, I'm 47 years old and I use these things on my body as well. They are gorgeous. And now on through 11/29/2023, you can get 30% off and free shipping and handling. Use YouTube 30 for the Benefit Cosmetic products. They're so gorgeous. Nothing is over $50. They're so good. We'll be back to talk about student loans. You don't want to miss it. All right, so that was a segment on CNBC. So now you know there are three entities that benefit from your student loans. If you have student loans, you need to listen to this show. I'm about to tell you how to get rid of it. And if you already don't have any, I'll tell you how to not get any. I'm 47 years old. I went to school in the United States. I have a bachelor's degree, I have a law degree. I'm telling you, my undergrad degree, 0 student loans. I'm about to tell you what you need to do to go to school for free in the United States. It is foolish to take on student loans for undergrad degree. It might be a wise choice for a graduate degree. Why is it foolish for an undergrad degree? Because you will never make enough money to pay back for it. So the three entities that profit from your student loans are number one, our federal government. They're backed and they're putting you in a higher tax bracket. Why do you think they're guaranteeing the student loans? There's money in there for them. Number two, Wall Street. As you just saw from CNBC, Wall Street benefits from the student loans. So that explains, young people, why President Joe Biden is not able to give you a loan forgiveness, because Wall Street, they're owed billions, if not trillions of dollars in student loans. Number three, the liberal college professors, of course, they're paying them $200,000 to $400,000. I remember when I went to school 28 years ago, it used to be $5,000 for out of state for community college and $20,000, $30,000 a year for private school. So if I had taken on student loan, I would have owed $70,000. I did not do that, young people. Instead, I worked a full-time job and I went to school at night. After that was expired, I went ahead and I worked for a company that paid my tuition. I worked 40 hours a week and I went to school for free. Those companies still exist today. There is no reason for you to take on any student loans. According to analysts, the student loans are 1.3 trillion and counting. 43.6 million Americans owe student loans. The loan is backed by Wall Street. The average person owes $37,338 for federal student loans, $54,921 for private loans, and a bachelor's degree of $30,000, which I'm really surprised. I have a bachelor's degree with 0 owed, and like I tell you, you can go to school for free by just working a job. Start off by going to an associate, get an associate degree, then transfer to an in-state college. Forget going out of town, do an in-state college. Or look for a private school that you can work for and they'll pay for your tuition. Look into places like Starbucks. Look into other companies that if you work for them, they'll pay for you to go to school. Look into grants. Look into scholarships. Look into moving in with your parents, working a job, and sending yourself to school. Look into places like Starbucks. Look into other companies that if you work for them, they'll pay for you to go to school. Look into grants. Look into scholarships. Look into moving in with your parents, working a job, and sending yourself to school. What you're not supposed to look into is the student loans for bachelor's degree. It only works out for a graduate degree. It will never work out for a bachelor's degree. Now, let's say that you have student loans, which is a foolish decision for undergrad. How can you get out of them? Here are 8 ways. You need to explore the repayment plan. You need to make additional payments. You need to look into loan forgiveness. You also need to look into income-driven repayment plan. You also need to look into the teacher loan forgiveness plan. If you have a disability, there's a chance you might get a disability discharge. Look into forbearance. And the last recourse is to speak with a bankruptcy lawyer. Right now, people are filing bankruptcy to get out of their student loans because sadly, the average person owes about 40,000 US dollars and they're just not getting ahead. They're not getting the jobs they need and cost of living is expensive. Going forward, do not expect President Joe Biden to cancel the student loans. It's next to impossible for the President of the United States to cancel the student loans because there's too much check and balancing in place. He's got Congress to deal with. He's got the Supreme Court. He's got limited powers. So even though President Biden is trying to give us these programs there, it's still going to be difficult to get them discharged. The best thing to do is to avoid the student loans to begin with. Why can't you go to a school in your own state? Like I went to a community college in Florida. There was nothing wrong with the community college. Then I transferred to a school in Florida rather than go to California and New York and pay the out-of-state tuition. So I'm just saying you've got to be practical and smart about the way you do things. A graduate degree, that's a different story. Maybe you can take on some student loans for that. But undergrad, under no circumstances should you be taking on a penny. And parents, it's time that you start putting away funds for your child. It's important that you start a college fund for your child because you don't want your child to take on student loans. And there's a lot of parents in the United States that are foregoing retirement and paying for their kids' college. Again, parents, why are your kids out of college, out of state to begin with? You're paying high tuition. They should be in state going to college where it's less. There's nothing wrong with schools in America. We have the best schools.